Hello again. Welcome back to a crash course in circuit theory. We have just completed the construction portion of the basic series electrical circuit. Now I will take you and introduce you to electrical systems. This is an electrical system. Basically, it is a series circuit which has a load element uh, and it is given energy by a power supply. But an electrical system normally involves more than one circuit. It involves several circuits. At this point, I want to introduce you to the concept of passing along voltage. Passing along voltage. I could actually create another circuit over here, and this time I'm going to use an LED as my load element. And once again, I will use a resistor to help control the current through the LED, because the LED most certainly will not use 12 volts. It only needs around 2 volts. So you need to have a resistor to drop the other voltage. But I also do not want this LED to be fixed. I also want it to be controlled by the same potentiometer. So I'm going to take that voltage at that point and I'm going to pass it on to the circuit here. So now I actually have two circuits in this. Of, I can control both components by switching them on and off using the switch, and I can control the level of the current going through each component by using the potentiometer, or POT for short. Now I'm moving closer and closer to a full electrical system where I have more than one load element that I want to control by using my two main control elements. I don't have to stop here. I can continue adding more and more circuits to this power rail, maybe to do a different job. Maybe I want to operate a motor, and this time it will be a 12 volt motor. I could use a separate switch, but I could also use the same switch to turn on the motor. But this motor is a 12 volt motor, so I do not need to add a resistor in series with the motor. I can take the full 12 volts from the power source and operate this motor. Now I have basically three circuits that are pulling current from the power source. So I have to be sure that my power source has enough energy to be able to provide current for all three of these different circuits. I could even, if I choose to, I could decide that I do not want all of my components to be controlled by this one switch. So I could create a separate switch to control the operation of the motor. So I can call that switch 1 and call that switch 2, which means I will have two switches on my control panel. One switch will be used to control the lights, and the other switch will be used to operate the motor. And all of this is being supplied by one power source carried across the 12 volt rail. You notice this as being parallel circuits. This circuit here is in parallel with this circuit, and this circuit right here is in parallel with all of these two circuits. So we have combination of series and parallel theory in this electrical system. In the next video, I'm going to replace the switch and the potentiometer with some more advanced components that you learned in your courses that allows you to create automatic switching and automatic level control for your system. Thank you.